Good morning. We're all awake, generator's running, making water, and we are flying along at 3.5 knots. Just humming along. It was almost glassy all night. And so we all slept and took shifts, waking up, just kind of checking the horizon, because we weren't moving last night. And so we just would check and make sure no one was going to hit us, because we weren't going to hit anyone, but we could have been hit by someone. And yeah, kind of rested. The dogs are super happy and rested. And today we should be getting wind. We're just starting to get wind. We got 7 knots right now, and it's going to be picking up throughout the day. So that wind is shifting right now. It's on the beam, and by this afternoon it should be behind us, and then we should be downwind for at least a few days.
Whoa.
Saddle. Hope they aren't going after my lure. It looks like they are, actually.
Okay, we are going to all stay on the boat.
There's a bunch of them. So it's probably been 15 minutes since we saw those dolphins. I don't know if I actually got them on film or not, but they were right up against the boat, and Penny got super excited. But I just want you to know, she's still waiting for them to come back. She might be here all day now that she knows that there's dolphins here. Are there dolphins?
We got a bucket overboard.
We need that bucket.
We needed to practice drills anyway.
All right, pull in the fishing line, set them and run them over.
All right, more port. Last port. Yep. It went under the boat.
Get it. Woo!
Got it?
Yep.
Good job, Ayana.
Good job.
Good team effort.
Brett's on breakfast today. What have you made for us?
Potatoes and eggs.
Potatoes and eggs.
I did better today with keeping the eggs together because we aren't like healed over at 30 degrees.
It's a calm day. Made it pretty smoky in here.
A little smoky. Yum.
Perfect.
Ayana, do you want breakfast?
Okay, so I opened up an email and got sucked into bikini shopping. It's fine. And I
It's fine.
opened up the company website and it said it pinged my location as Spain and then redirected me to the EU website version. So
Does that mean we're over halfway?
I think we must
Is that
be closer
we're
to
closer
Europe
now to Europe than we are
Yeah.
to the US?
Yes.
Woot!
Nice. Do you guys like this one?
Who is this?
Honey Swim, but I like that Instagrammer. She was in all the model photos. I wonder if it's her company.
That would make sense.
What are you doing?
It just felt like I wanted to put my necklaces from Bermuda back on.
Nice. We've kind of just
And
been.
Dingo? What are you doing, bud?
It's been so chill. We've deep cleaned the house, like vacuumed every corner, spray bottles, wiping surfaces down. All the laundry is done.
I'll show him the laundry here in a second.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
And all of us for the last, like, for pretty much all day, we've all just had our headphones in, listening to our own books, and just kind of just like having a very relaxing day of doing nothing. But doing a lot at the same time, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a great day.
it's a great day.
But like not much to report home about. Like
Yeah.
we cleaned the boat today. But I think we're gonna make something special for lunch. I was thinking maybe like Manapua. But I don't know if I'm actually that ambitious.
Let's read some fun facts about George.
Okay.
Oh, George.
We found out that
Wait,
his
who's George?
George, I think it's Pelagia noctiluca. That is the species name of the jellyfish we caught. Noctiluca. There it is. Look, that's George.
That's George's cousin.
Let's read. Apparently, it's the only one in that classification, so he's got to be unique for some reason. Let's find out. All of this is in Spanish, though, for some reason.
Because you're closer to Spain than you are the U.S.
This is going to be a problem.
Sorry, it's Latin-based. You'll be fine.
Gotta work on your Spanish.
Como es Pelagia noctiluca? The entire surface of the umbrella, oral arms, and tentacles is covered with warts that correspond to accumulation of the cyanocytes, which are the stinging cells.
Which you poked last night.
I'm like, oh, you can touch the top, it's fine. The stinging cells are on the top, too. Jade was freaking out, like, we don't have an
I
EpiPen.
was laying down the law. We're not going to have an allergic reaction.
We're not
Fair
poking
enough,
sea
fair enough.
creatures, Ayana.
You're right, I was just
Poke.
being curious.
Wait, did you poke it?
Yeah, she did.
I did poke it.
She totally touched the umbrella.
I poked it. What else?
Did it sting at all?
No, I didn't get stung.
Are there treats in her bowl?
Yes.
That's why she's throwing
I
it.
filled it with treats so that I'll play fetch.
So yeah, Penny's playing fetch with herself because Jade filled it full of treats. So now she knows she has to throw it against the ground to get them out.
Now this species glows in the dark. But we didn't see it glow.
Maybe it's because we were shining our lights at it.
No, get this. When it's excited,
Ooh, she should have shook it.
a short luminescence is produced that leaves a trail behind and fades little by little. It can form blooms of hundreds of thousands of individuals that usually wash up on beaches. There was a lot of them
There were
last night.
tons.
Its sting causes discomfort as a burn and only deep irritation occurs. Great, so it's not
Oh, you'd
that
be fine. Yeah,
You'd
yeah.
be fine.
We don't quite have enough wind to keep our sails. Oh wow, there we go. We don't quite have enough wind to keep our sails happy. Almost.
Shoot your shot.
I messaged the bikini company to see if they would send me free swimsuits.
Not free.
In
how this works.
exchange for business collaboration, because it's cute, but I really shouldn't be buying more swimsuits right now.
Since you just bought one yesterday.
Yeah, but that's for charity.
That's for charity!
Is it 100% charity?
I'm only gonna wear it for the children.
Yeah, it's Vagabella. I bought their new.
A little bit of wing on wing going on. Just barely. I think my project this evening though is gonna see if I can get the boom vang operating again, because what's happening is every time we get a puff of wind, the boom is getting picked up. And so the sail is just kind of flogging. It just is not.
Oh, because the boom thing.
Yeah, so because the boom isn't being held down anymore. So even though I moved the Traveler all the way over, so I think I can attach it right here.
Yeah, I was about to say we already attached the spare halyard. There's an extra
Oh,
point.
there's actually a thing right here that actually I think might be made for it. But this is broken, so we need to replace this. There's a huge crack on the bottom of it that is just worn through. Not from me,
That's gonna be an expensive boat part.
probably. Yeah, because this is like a spar craft.
What if we just don't replace it? And instead, get a tree branch.
That would work. I'm good with that.
You guys gotta go check out the Instagram. It's called,
Women in the Wind.
what is it? What is the Instagram with the tree?
Women and the Wind, I think.
Women and the Wind. Check out their Instagram account. It's gorgeous. I actually threw money at their Kickstarter for their documentary. They did this passage, but like,
They do this or do they do Pacific?
they did this when they left from Virginia.
Oh wow.
And they did it on this old school catamaran.
Think like Tom
And
Sawyer.
I kid you not, their boom is a tree branch. It's like a tree.
Like it's not straight. It's like it's still like got like knots and curves and.
And it's and I have mad respect for them.
Yeah.
And their art is stunning. So definitely check them out.
Anyways, just a little update on where we are. We are about 700 miles from the Azores.
That's it?
Yeah, we're about 700 miles, and I think it's
Guys,
probably
we're getting there.
gonna take about a week still. Oh, Dingo's peeing. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna move that line. Anyways, like I was saying, about 700 miles from the Azores. I think it's probably gonna take us about a week to get there. Just because there isn't gonna be a whole lot of wind, and we may end up getting becalmed in about 4 days. But we're gonna be downwind until then. So it should be beautiful, be pretty much like it is right now. We're gonna take this, we're kind of on a northeast heading, and then we're gonna curve and start heading east. And we'll just be headed east directly towards the Azores until the wind either stops or doesn't, and then we'll be there.
Showing. Oh, we're gonna play E down here.
Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents homes in the south of France.
That was exactly the line I was playing. How'd you know?
Look at those ears. You're in high speed mode. You been running lots?
I always forget that she has. Hey, come on. Come on. You can do it. Just jump over it. Okay. This is fun. She has this black sideburn, and I always forget that she has it. See? It's just black right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I forget because it hides under her ear usually.
No, don't eat the crumbs.
It's like I was invited.
Let's hear it, Ayana. Ready, go.
There, my honey.
We're on Somewhere Over the Rainbow
Oh,
now.
okay, okay. I'm not gonna sing. I'll ruin it for you. Okay.
Bleep.
You and I. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents homes in the south of France. Nailed it. Okay, people who have had LASIK surgery, is it worth it?
What are you talking
Anybody had it in Europe?
Yeah.
See? That I can do.
Like a river flows swiftly to the sea. All right, Brett, what's going on here?
So here is our...
Here is an example of the dangers of an electric winch.
No, I did this manually.
Oh, you did? Oh, man. Wow.
I'm gonna film my
Nice.
family music video on the sunset.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Falling up the stairs.
It's the first time the boat's rocked all day.
Boom bang. So this is the control line. Control line.
Have you been searching for that word this whole time?
Yeah. So this was
Sorry,
kind of
look where I
under
can see you,
the
actually.
mast base, or whatever that's called, and it sheared off. This, it looks like. This was just sitting in there, and it managed to shear it off, is what it looks like at least, because that just seems wild. It also broke this block, and now this line is wedged in here, and I'm not entirely sure. I'd rather not have to replace the line, at least use it for this trip. It does need to get replaced. But I need to try and get this out somehow, and then replace it. And then I think I found a new place that we can attach the block.
Somebody commented and asked why things are always breaking on boats.
Mostly me.
No. Do you want to give like a... For people who don't live on a boat.
It's just harsh. I mean, the boat's been under sail, rocking back and forth with wind pushing on it for over a week now, going on a week and a half of just forces. I mean, it's a lot of force just going on to stuff like this. And then you get me cranking down on winches and puts even more force.
Yeah, the wind picks up. That's a lot of
Yeah.
force. Things are always moving, so it's chafing, it's wiggling, it's binding, it's corroding. Everything on boats.
You can just look. I mean, this shackle in this tab right there, right? I mean, it's just kind of worn. And that's just from this just little bit of motion that it does a million times a day.
Right.
Just that tiny little motion, right? So everything is just rubbing and chafing and getting salt water and corroding constantly. I needed to hold this some way. And I figured if I put it between the winches, it'll make the rope nice and tight line and also make it a little bit thinner, so I might be able to get it out. Success!
Nice.
I'm just figuring out the routing of this line because I changed where this block is. So I added this block with a soft shackle, and it's a little bit different spot than where it was before. It used to be sitting down here. So I'm just having to figure out where this line runs. I think I'm gonna have it run under, this is the out haul, come under the out haul. And then we should have a boom vang again, control.
Nice.
Yay! Here.
Hi.
How's that look? That looks pretty good. I think that'll work. Yeah, that works. Yeah, well, it is running into the out haul. Problem is, it's chafing right now on the out haul, which is a problem.
Yes, it's chafing right there.
Getting this line back through. Using Ayana's tiny little fingers to try and pull
Got
the line.
it.
Oh, nice. All right, let's get this guy back. Good.
Good.
Yep. Nice. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Okay, now we try the black one.
So we just moved the out.
Here, so it doesn't chafe, yeah?
Yep. And then I'm putting, so there's a soft shackle holding this shackle with the block, and I'm just moving the little screw on it to this side so it doesn't chafe on the main sheet. See how that looks. That looks pretty good. That'll work.
Nice.
This line's nice and stiff. It should probably be easy to get through. There it is.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not lifting up anymore. So the whole purpose of that, the boom vang, is to keep the boom from being able to pick up. Because as the wind comes and fills the sail wants to billow and basically pick up the boom, which then kind of a lot of the power gets sucked out of it, or the wind spills out of it. So by having the boom vang being able to cinch down on the boom, it keeps that sail in that same shape, I think. I don't know. But basically that's what it's doing. And, oh, I didn't show you. You can see that's all corroded and gross. So this thing's definitely not in the best shape, but interesting. Is that normal? It doesn't look normal. But yeah, that should be better. Should help keep our sail shape much, much better. Thanks, Anna.
Nice job.
Beautiful. We also do not have a jibe preventer, like a dedicated one. Just using a small line going down to a cleat, which now that we have cinched down on this guy, this is too loose. So I need to tighten up on that. Sun's just about to go down. Beautiful, beautiful day. It's our Starlink dish right there. If you're wondering how we're doing all the uploads, that little tiny thing right there, like 2 square feet of satellite dish, is doing all this. If you want to nerd out, I have modified it. I cut open the little back of it, unplugged the motors, so now it stays flat like that. Normally it wants to pivot and rotate around. but I want it to stay flat just like that, which everyone has kind of confirmed that that's ideal when you're sailing, and I agree. It seems to be doing the best like that. And they actually just rolled out a software update so that once you start moving, it goes into that position anyway. But it was running into the bimini when we were on anchor, trying to move around to look at satellites. So I modified it so now it just stays flat all the time, and it works fantastic. I haven't noticed any decrease in speed. So if you have that dish and you want to make it just flat, actually you can lock it in any position you want. You just have to have it move to that position and then unplug it. And there it is. Pretty good. Got time to clean these solar panels. They're getting a little salty.
It smells delicious in here.
I am making steamed buns. I wanted to make manapuas, but
Do we talk about what that is?
yeah, it's like a bun with meat on the inside, like a pipe. But I couldn't find a gluten-free recipe for manapuas, and they're definitely not vegetarian. So instead, I'm making Korean like bao buns, like the steamable kind.
Yum.
You'll see.
Look at this.
So that's rising,
I want to poke it.
and I'm making the filling.
Because if I'm right. Yes! I literally just thought about this. These are in here from last night. Because I came over here, I was like, oh, I could really go for one of those muffins. And I saw this empty one, the last one that Brett had. And then I was like, wait a minute. There's more. That's a win.
That is a huge win. I'm also kind of glad we didn't know about them all day.
Me too.
They would have been gone like first thing this morning.
Yeah, because they're about to disappear right now.
Boats are rocking.
For dinner tonight, I made stuffed buns.
Stuffed buns. Hot cross buns.
Is this mine?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We got a lot going on right now. Laundry is a folding. Rice is a soaking.
Boats are rocking.
Boats are rocking. The following seas have just found us, and they are almost directly behind us, but just enough to the side that we're getting rocked every now and then. But not bad. It's nice to have a little extra push. I feel like a disproportionately large amount of our daily vlogging has been food.
I feel like a disproportionate amount of our day is food.
How you doing, dude?
I'm gonna attempt to cook these. We made an adaptation because they're supposed to be steamed, but I threw away the steam basket because we never used it.
I was just looking at her like, what is going on with your head?
It looks cool, doesn't it?
You had racing stripes.
I'm very fast. The rolls were too dry because I baked them instead of steaming them, so it dried out the dough. So next batch, we steamed them, and I made a modified thing. So I put them in the air fryer basket, and then I put this pie pan on top to catch the steam. Look. Those look much moister.
Ooh, those do.
I'm sorry.
Wow, look at those.
Okay, should we break one open?
We should eat one open.
Okay, ready? Ow, it's really hot.
That's good.
Oh, much better.
Well done. And what are you girls doing?
Jade's reading to me. We read the same book series, but we never read it together, and it's a lot more fun when we read it out loud together.
You don't read it together because Jade's already read them 3 times.
Yeah, at double speed.
2.5 times speed.
I blaze through audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks on 2.5 times speed, so it's just super quick, and I just blaze them.
It's like there's no emotion in the words. It's just like information.
I just need to know what happens.
Can I please get to, what is it called?
Please, sir.
Please,
Can I have some more?
sir.
This is not gonna go well. Whoa!
Score!
Penny was really hungry.
She's disappointed. Yeah.
Oh, this feels great.
Much, much better.
So, what's the verdict?
Much better.
Much more moist.
Okay, to finish reading. We had such an incredibly chill and calm and non-eventful day 13 where we all just kind of hung out. So we've decided to combine the footage from day 13 on this vlog. So I'm going to play that footage for you guys now. And then you guys will see day 13. And then the next video that we publish is going to be even more real time. So far we've had like a 36-hour working window for editing the videos to publish them. But now we are going to have like 12 hours. I feel like editing the footage from the same day is going to be a lot of fun. So just so you know, that's what's happening. Day 13 footage playing for you guys now. Enjoy.
Good morning. Live from the Atlantic Ocean. Uploaded via Starlink. Day 13. Crossing the Atlantic Ocean. The North Atlantic Ocean. From Bermuda to the Azores. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. The wind angle is such that we can't quite be wing on wing, but if we put the mainsail out on the port side, then it blocks the head sail, and our head sail is way more powerful than our mainsail, and these are the only two sails we have. We do not have any light wind or downwind sails. We don't have a spinnaker, code D, code 0, parasailer, and we don't have any of those. So this is what we got, and so this is what we're using. Something along those lines is definitely in the works and is desired, but we just don't have it yet. So we're still doing pretty good. We're making about 5 knots right now, directly east, and it has been super, super calm all night up until about right now, when the seas have changed a little bit. We've had pretty much direct following seas all night, and now they're coming from a little bit from our starboard, and so it's picking up the back corner of the boat first instead of just picking us up straight. It's kind of picking us up at an angle, so making it a little rolly, but not bad. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is still beautiful, and yeah, it's a stunning day. Directly into the sun, directly east. That's where we want to go.
By popular request, we're making pancakes again.
Yay.
So we've been sailing for like 11 days, but we've had like 2 days that have been really calm. So it was like we were on anchor again, and we're completely out of the groove. Stuff's flying everywhere. I'm not catching anything. Like, Brett needs to assist me in the kitchen here. What happened to the drill?
It got thrown off the counter.
Yeah.
It's what happened to the drill.
We need to get back in this groove. Wow, I really love this thing.
Pretty link these little drill mixer attachments. Jade found them. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll link them in the description. I 100% recommend.
So we're cruising along at 6 knots. Jade's burning wood.
And I'm burning pancakes.
Burning pancakes. Making it smoky in here. I can't believe this drill is still standing.
I keep believing it. It completely fell off.
A lovely woman with delicate hands like golden doves. It was not her fault, even if he could not remember her name. It was the fault of the man on the glass throne. He had ordered that guard's sword to sever flesh. There was nothing in the darkness beyond the moment when that woman's head thudded to the ground. There was nothing but that moment, again and again and again.
This is just like the best chapter to be recorded.
And that thing pacing your prints.
Casually has her head thudded to the ground. All of you who voted against the braids,
We're back to day 0.
this is what you get instead.
You look like a poodle. Look at the long ears. when you start to look like your dog.
I'm gonna get my hair up. Look like Dingo.
Whoa.
Nice to see you there, bud.
She's plowing.
No response on the radio. I guess we'll avoid him. Yeah. He's just kind of coming up on us. So we altered course and basically stopped because we're almost driving. Don't really want to drive. But yeah, that's kind of fun. Looks like they finally just turned. At least we're not alone. We're not alone out here, Ayana.
Kind of would be better if we were alone.
Yeah, I know.
Just had to alter our course, almost drive.
We are close.
Yeah.
Was the other boat this close?
Oh no. No, this is by far the closest we've been to any other boat.
Yeah.
And they're just cruising right by.
It does kind of make you wonder, do you think he actually ever saw us?
Right? That's freaky. There he goes.
Almost 1,000 miles from land.
It's like when you're in an anchorage and somebody comes and anchors right
I know.
next to you.
This
and
massive
the anchorage
open
is-
anchorage.
Yeah. We're in an open ocean and they wanted to come right here.
I mean, I get it. The current's the best right here. We picked a pretty great spot to be. But thanks for waking me up.
Yeah.
Hi, Tuppers.
Here's your harness.
Jay.
Wow. Surprise.
Whoa! That got really close.
Yeah. She didn't even hail us either.
He wouldn't respond on radio, nothing. But yeah, had we not altered course, it said we were going to get within like 10 feet.
He was just gonna run
we
us
would've-
over?
Yeah, they would hit us, more likely.
They would have just run us over?
Yeah.
And he wasn't answering on the radios? What's the hailing port? What's the name of the boat?
Did not Voyager.
Because that is very irresponsible of them.
It wasn't a big deal. Like, we only turned.
That is a big deal.
20 degrees, but.
I know, but he was coming up behind us. You can't run a boat over
Yeah.
from behind.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah. He could have.
Oh well.
Crisis averted.
Yeah.
Tonight I brought the bad combinations to the dinner table. We've got Asian fried rice and layered bean dip.
A little multicultural dish.
Two rights make a right. What's this?
Yum yum sauce for the rice.
Yum.